Oh god, okay, I gotta get over there. Alright, here we go. Game starting in 2, 1, and I'm actually here on time. And here we go, this beautiful biodome arena. Third time is a charm to start, and we see everyone going towards the Cornucopia, getting those 12 chests, and now running out to each of the small little tree biomes that we see, whether it be a winter tree biome or an actual tree biome. And these bridges are now pretty crowded, and it can be pretty hectic if you're going to have a combat on them. But it looks like some people are going to stay back at the Cornucopia, but not too many. I don't think it's very smart to stay at the Cornucopia, because you really need to get out of there.
I think it's smart to stay at the Cornucopia if you have like a team with you or something, because then obviously you can control it with that team, and I think they are a team staying here at the Cornucopia. So.
Yeah, but they're not going to be able to, like, if you're not in the Cornucopia, you can get a team that goes out to the forest biomes, goes to make some wooden swords, and come back and just destroy them. And they're not really going to be able to do much. Oh, a chicken.
I mean,
kill the chicken. Kill the chicken.
Wow, that seems either that's a very large team there, or it's
at the Cornucopia.
Yeah.
I only see 2 people over there. I see a people in the desert biome. Oh, I see my favorite jungle biome just kind of sitting over there. But yeah, we can see biomes like way off in the distance. So there's way more than just 9 how you thought. I think there's almost over 20. So
wow, that's a lot of lag.
We see some people. I'm not lagging right now, but we see some people at the desert biome. And one thing I found that's really cool is you can actually, cactuses are a great weapon to start with. Because all you gotta do is just Zip. Have you ever had any experience with cactuses and trying to use them as a weapon?
Yeah. Well, they are really they can hurt you a lot when you chase someone and he just places them down, and you just run into them. It can hurt you a lot.
Yeah, kind of the unneeded damage that people take. So here we go. We already see stone swords being made for CSR and MEP. Good job on their part. But we do see another player with a wooden sword. Is he coming over here? Is he? You know what could be really easily sabotaged? Is the bridges. You can put one piece of TNT on here and blow it up. And that would completely kind of sever it, and you'd have to use your precious blocks to get away. So, Shadow, what are you doing over here, man? You're kind of just looking. There's 2 people on this desert biome, and if you're not careful, they're gonna, you know, come at you with those stone swords and kill you. Then we see another player over here. This is a bet. I'm trying to get away from teams because I was told that I film teams too much, so I'm gonna kind of find the lone players this week and see what they're doing. So they're going to my jungle biome. Do you guys see any players that are really looking off like they got some good gear or anything like that from the Cornucopia?
Not really.
I mean, I do see that team with 2 stone swords. That's pretty. I mean, it's pretty good at this point because most people will have maybe wooden swords, if anything else. I heard 2 people die, but I guess they're the plugin to tell me who died or how many combatants left is not working. So we see Iran there killing K, and I didn't see anyone else die. So let's keep going. What is Bet doing? He's running away from anyone else around him, but the other player was in the same biome as him, but didn't seem to go after him. So he's getting farther out in this corner, and there's actually even biomes past the wall. I didn't even see that before, but there's biomes past the wall. Like, do you see that if you're towards the wall at all? So where did he go? Bet was around here. Do we see him? Oh, there he is. Oh, I'm lagging like a boss right now.
Wow, it's just so huge. Everyone's just so spread out at the moment.
Yeah, and that's actually going to prolong the game by a really long time, I think. Since everyone is really spread out, and I think we've seen that in our island maps as well. It's hard to find people, but I hope that the admins can do something. Wait, is that a mushroom? I see a mushroom biome, Zip. I see one. It's on the, I don't know, that side of the map it's on. Chocolate Juice just killed that player with a crazy name, the Q2E4, you know? And there we see Bestro killing Iran, who got the first kill of the game. So taking him out. Also, Hockey Fan. Wait, I've seen Hockey Fan before, taking out Bestro. So Bestro, who took out Iran, who was the first kill, or person to get the first kill in the game, was just taken out by Hockey Fan. So, lots of killing going on, kind of in a chain. Almost like karma. Getting paid back. So Bet now has that stone sword we're all looking for, and does he see that mushroom biome? So Zip, you're saying that mushroom biome is your favorite, right?
Yeah.
What's the reason behind that?
Well, first off, there's no hostile mob spawning.
Okay.
So you're pretty safe, and you have pretty much unlimited resource of food.
Okay, so you're kind of robotic there, so I just want to read out what you said. You said monsters don't spawn there? right?
Yeah.
And then there's a good supply of food. Is that from...
Exactly.
Okay, so you could break the mushrooms and get the actual mushroom drops from them, and then make that mushroom soup. And if you didn't know, you can actually make mushroom soup without a crafting bench. It's a shapeless recipe, so all you gotta do is put the brown mushroom, the red mushroom, and the actual bowl in your like crafting spot, your 2x2 in your inventory, and you'll be set. Uh-oh, lots of people with stone swords moving out. Are they chasing him? I think these 3 players are chasing this 1 player, who is now trying to book it across this bridge. And that's Brookie. Weren't you betting on Brookie, Penguin?
No, he was not.
I was.
Okay, that was Zip.
But I think they're in a team.
Oh, are they all on a team? Okay.
Yeah.
And there's a 3rd player back here who was the panda. He isn't really coming here. Uh-oh. Getting a little bit of heated action over here. We see Gary, who just tried to hit, I think it was Brookie. But now he's got... The tables have turned for him right now and has now gone from a 1v1 to a 3v1. And he does not want any part in this, but he's not really sprint jumping. And if you didn't know, sprint jumping is actually faster than just sprinting. So we're going to see Brookie catching up with him quite soon. And Brookie seems to be taking a shortcut, or maybe... I don't really know what that was all about. But went to the top of the tree, and now we're going to see him going to this mushroom field. Oh! He's going to be able to... I've never actually seen a... what's it called? What are those cows called? A mushroom?
Mushroom.
A mushroom. So let's see what this team of 3 is actually going to do in this mushroom biome. Because you can make really quick houses and you kill these mushrooms. Do they drop mushrooms? I would assume they would.
Yeah, they drop something, but...
Brookie is kind of just looking at it right now. What are you doing, Brookie? You're going to go ahead and kill him? So, do mushrooms spawn naturally on this environment?
I think as naturally as cows do, yeah.
Alright. So there we see them destroying all those mushrooms to get the mushrooms fort. Hockey Fan getting another kill on Super right now. So Hockey is doing quite a good job, looking pretty strong. I think 2 kills right there, but he's killed pretty good players that have... I mean, they may have been damaged before, but they're still killing players that are going to be a big deal in this game. So I don't know where Brookie went, but he is around here somewhere. Where is he? Brookie, let's actually go teleport to him. And here he... Oh, Brookie was actually part of the team, was he? Oh no, there was another person who came and attacked Brookie. That's what it was. Okay, I actually don't know where they went to. They went into the other biome. But they are now destroying all these mushrooms and claiming them all for themselves. Kind of selfish. But, you know, I guess they they want to survive the longest. And that's really what you have to do in this game. So where do we see everyone else in these games? Do you see anyone else?
One of the people I was hoping to win, obviously, is Griff. I'm sitting here watching him, and he's sitting in jungle biome, which isn't my favourite.
Oh, no. Griff was the one I wanted to win. See, now you're trying to take the people off of me. Yeah, it was Griff.
Oh, fine. You can have Griff.
Gary.
That'll be why he was in a jungle biome, then.
Gary killing right there. Actually, he must have stuck up on that fight, because Better, who we just saw before, there's the first person we were looking at, just killed Billy Pie, and then Gary just killed Better. So he must have snuck up on that fight, which is the best time to intervene. I think is right after the other player kills him, because then they're like looking through the loot or seeing what they got, and then they're not paying attention, and you just kind of take them by surprise.
I think Gary was on mine.
Yeah, he might have been. Yeah, but you know, we see Griffin, my favorite biome right now. It's actually a good choice too, because you see he has this. I think he's got a green skin on right now. I think it's one of the Avengers, to be honest. It looks like I don't know. It looks like the Green Lantern. I can't tell for sure. But he's in a pretty good biome for that, since it's really that vibrant green. He's going to blend in a little bit, but we try to not allow a ton of camouflage skins, but I wouldn't really classify that as a camouflage skin. So Zip, you seen any interesting play around the map?
Gary.
Well, there's yeah.
Sorry, go on. I was just going to say, Gary Gill's just about to get a kill here, it looks like. He's going up a stone sword against fists. Sort of just trying to find a way down at the moment, I think.
Where is he at, though? Is he, like, pretty high?
He's on one of the side biomes. It's just a normal... Yeah, he's on ground level, and the guy is, like, underneath in a hole.
No. You know what's interesting about the jungle biome? There's some really tall trees, right? And in these trees, you can actually get a pretty good height advantage over everyone else on the map and really see what's going on. You know, Griff is playing it pretty sketchy right there. Even though he was holding shift, he was right near the edge. And actually over the edge just slightly. I mean, when it's so easy to die by falling off the edge, you gotta not do that. I mean, night's coming. So if you do that and a spider hits you or something else hits you and you get knocked off the edge, that's it. You're done. So I don't know if I would be, that nonchalant about it. I'd stay towards the center of the biomes and only go towards the bridges when you absolutely needed to.
Yeah, I mean the bridges do have. I think they all have fences on them, so
Yeah, but some of them are buried, like slightly. I don't know if you've seen it, but some of them are. Oh, I see water now. So some of these apparently do have water. Let me go back to the Cornucopia, which looks really nice at night. Do we see anyone over here? I don't see anyone. So it looks like people are not taking advantage of the Cornucopia. But it's not really, that bad of an idea not to. There's nothing at the Cornucopia besides the feast that you would really want. So who do we see alive? We see a ton of people alive. Let's go check on Admiral. I think I spelled it wrong. I guess we went to Adath first. I typed in the wrong name, didn't I? Yes, I did. But this is the team of... Is this 4 or 5 people? Or 6 people? Wow. This must be the team we were talking about before. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people on one team. Oh my gosh. That is a lot of people to deal with. He sees a skeleton, and I don't know if that's the best time. Oh no! That didn't just happen. That didn't just happen. Oh, okay, good. Justice served well. Gary, Penguin's bet just killed my bet, but then Penguin's bet died. And actually, Gary actually got a no in before he died as well. So he must have fell off the world and was screaming while it happened as well. So you gotta think, this team of 6 right here, right? That's a lot to deal with for other teams. But that's also a lot to feed, it's a lot to protect. I don't know if the whole team is gonna actually survive. And I haven't really been on a full team, so Zip, have you been on a big team before in these games?
Yeah.
Is it difficult?
The feeding is, yeah, and it's kind of boring, I have to say.
So you don't,
I think
you don't like
much
it?
More, no, I don't like it. I think it's much more fun if you go on a team of 3 or 2, or soloing is pretty fun too.
Yeah, man, I'm going back to this team over here at the mushroom biome, and they're destroying every single mushroom they see. They're going to be set on food, because all you really need is one bowl and it just gets refed. But this is also a team of 6. That's a lot. That's 2 teams of 6 as we already see. And that's a ton of people. Let's go check on chocolate juice.
Ooh. You saw that, the void consumes an island every 5 minutes.
Really?
That'll be interesting.
That's going to be fun. I wonder if it's going to be a map that no one else is on. So here we are. We see chocolate juice running for lava. Actually, that's pretty surprising. There's lava on this one. It's one of the only lava I actually see. Word. I just saw chocolate. There he is. Kind of lone wolfing it. Or lone kitty. Or neon catting it. Depending on what he wants to do. But there's still plenty of livestock over here. Which is going to be good for him. Give him a lot of food. But there's also skeletons and zombies near this pit of lava. And you got to be really careful. Because that lava will get you killed very fast. I think our stone map is one of the worst ones we have. So Chocolate playing it safe and just running away. Almost getting hit by a skeleton, but narrowly avoiding it. And there we see Admiral blowing up. There goes
no.
Zip's guess.
Oh dear.
Getting killed by that creeper, I assume?
Ah, there goes one of mine.
Gamer tag,
Gamer
yeah.
tag.
There he is. And Chocolate taking a bit of damage from a spider, but not too much. Able to get off of it. But now, the island he left before still has a ton of mobs on it, so he's gonna have to be pretty careful because he's drawn in between these 2 islands right here. So do we have any timer on that 5-minute mark till an island's consumed? Because let's just guess there's 20 islands, right? And
I think it's
battling getting taken out. So there's 20 islands. That means this game can go on for quite a bit of time before all the islands get consumed. It might be more than 20, maybe 25. But I don't really see any big islands that have a huge advantage. But I like this biome. This one right here has a bunch of trees and a source of water. I don't think people have really been paying attention to their thirst yet. But it's going to kick in soon enough. Where they're going to need to think about it. Maybe go back to the Cornucopia.
Oh, there goes Wowie Beastie.
Yeah. I would actually think that it'd be easier to survive on this map. Because when you're alive on an island, it's pretty much there's no mobs that are really going to spawn on your island as long as you have maybe 1 or 2 other people there. Let's go back and check out Hockey Fan, who was doing pretty good earlier today. So here he is. I guess he's on a team of 2 with Ketchup. And they seem to have dug down... Oh, no, he also is here with Jesus. And they seem to have dug down into the ground a little bit, but not too far. Have they found any iron yet? Because any iron found would be fantastic for them. And wow, a lot of people actually blowing up. We just see right there, we saw Law and Alex blowing up. Probably both of them at the exact same time. The same creeper probably got him.
That was because the admins deleted a island and it lagged out.
Oh,
so.
yeah. Wow. So it actually deletes an island. That's funny. So they actually don't care what island it's on. It's just a random island. That's pretty cool. I wonder how they're doing that. I wonder if it's like a random number generator and they're just, choosing it. But we see a few players in the distance, but do these 3 players here see them? I mean, they have to see them. There was... I mean, right there. Actually, hold on. I just had an epiphany. The Cornucopia is now a lot more valuable. A lot more valuable. Especially, and I think I see it in the distance, to the team that has all the mushrooms. Because they're set on food. And that's the only thing they really need to worry about. I think the Cornucopia, because we look underneath it, might have some ore in it. Like we see some iron ore right here. So I would literally just stick to the Cornucopia, because that's the one island I'm for sure not going to get deleted. Mostly because the pathways are made of obsidian. And I guess, that's the best thing to make them out of. But I would stick at the Cornucopia if I was that team with all the mushrooms. And I think this is the team. I believe. I'm not 100% sure. Who was on the team? I'm trying to look now. Was it deleted? Spike was one of them. Yeah, Spike is here. Let's go check out what Spike's doing. So, are you seeing any interesting play? Either of you?
I'm just watching the team at the Cornucopia at the moment.
What are they? Oh yeah, I just saw them. I'm looking at some other people right now that are actually in between 2 regions or 2 islands.
I'm not really sure what they're doing at the moment. They're just sort of lighting up, getting ready for the drop.
I think that's an iron sword right there.
Who's that?
Right here, I think Spike has an iron sword. I think Nick has an iron sword, and I'm not really sure about Brookie, but they look a lot. Okay, they have stone swords out now as well. I wonder if they've been changing in between them. Yeah, I think Spike and Nick have iron swords, but Brookie I only see has a stone sword. But iron swords, does anyone know how much they actually do? How much damage in hearts? Is it 3? I think it's 3 hearts. Which is a huge amount of hearts. We see people usually 4 hit with iron swords when people are at full health. But I think iron sword is by far the #1 weapon that I've seen in this game being used. Unless it's, of course, the stone map. Which is the stone swords are used almost all the time.
Yeah, the iron sword does 3 hearts exactly of damage.
So that's a pretty big deal because I think people try to stay at full health in the Hungercraft games. But it's so hard for them to do that. Because food's hard to find. You take a little bit of damage from mobs here and there. And your thirst, your hunger, your suffocation, all of it plays in. That really, bogs down to you just not having a ton of health. Oh, we see that favorite mob there, the Enderman. Some of the admins just love the Enderman. Let's go back to the Cornucopia and see what's going on there. We see the team still at the Cornucopia. What are they trying to do?
I'm not really sure at the moment. I think because later on in the games we have the drops that go on.
The feasts,
The feasts where the chests get replenished. So maybe they're just staying around here.
Yeah.
Maybe possibly fortifying it for later on. So.
But what are they going to do about the food? Do you think they have a lot of food?
It's hard to say. Can't see their inventories, but I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of water there, so if they had any string, they could make a fishing rod. They're starting to farm now, so he's got some bone meal there at all.
And I mean, bone meal is a good thing to get, but especially on this map, it's hard to do. So one thing I've noticed is they've been blocking these paths with these like little barriers to prevent mobs from coming on them. Is that a common tactic to use for long paths?
I mean, yeah, because these, it seems that from what I've seen, because obviously the paths would be quite dark, that a lot of mobs actually spawn on all of the paths. So when they block it off, it also stops anyone from being able to easily get through. But it stops the mobs.
So we just saw someone fall out of the world, right? Who was that? That was Zeta. Do you think he got another island deleted?
I don't think. Well, maybe. I don't think I saw an island disappear then. I saw the first one disappear. But...
Oh, yeah, there's that lag spike. Probably coming from that island being killed or something. But yeah, it's not server side. That's really just, I guess it's client side from trying to re-render the world slightly. So I mean, I gotta say they gotta be using some VoIP like they usually are, but I want to know what they're thinking right now. And if I was them, I wouldn't really stay at the Cornucopia. I mean, we haven't even seen a message, but we also in the distance see a team of, is that 3 or 4 coming up? Are they coming towards the Cornucopia?
Is this the hockey fan catch-up people?
It might
Jesus
be, but
Christ?
they don't seem to be. They don't seem to be moving towards the Cornucopia at all. They're going right towards the opposite side. Maybe they should look at the Cornucopia. Yeah, this is hockey fan, and all of them. What is this team? So it looks like we have an assortment of small teams on this one. You know, it'd be sweet to see, and I know it caused quite a few lag. I want to see one of these islands be a giant island made of sand in MC Edit. So the second you break one block, the entire thing falls out of the world. That'd be fantastic. I love it. So hockey fan, not aggroing that Enderman, are they? No, they seem to not aggro that Enderman. But they could have had a pretty good fight at the Cornucopia right there. I guess they decided against it. And do they see anyone around them, though? Yes, they can. There is a few players over here, but do they see them? Every time I look at these, they look like basketballs or something. The little islands. Let's go back over here. The team of 3 does spot them, but the other team does not. So they could get a slight surprise attack, but I'm not really sure how effective it would be. This is one of those maps I really like to have a bow and arrow because you can shoot from island to island, and it would be crazy how far the shot would be. But if you can hit it, it'd just be impressive. Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, there's not too much cover like around. There's obviously the tree biomes, but everywhere through the middle, if you chose to pick a fight in the middle of like one of these bridges, you could do quite a lot of damage with the bow because it would be quite easy to hit.
Yeah.
Anyone.
And if they, if they're coming close to the edge, you can also, just hit them off the edge. If not, maybe, because you have that range, it really is going to get them off the bridge. So here we go. We see this team doesn't actually know, and they're kind of split up. They don't actually see this other team here. I don't know what they're doing, but they seem to be breaking the bridge for some reason, and now replacing it with some cobble. No idea what they're doing, but it seems very weird. So this team is now regrouping. I'm not sure if they actually see this other team yet, but we might see a little fight coming in. And here the teams go. They are going to go for it. They are sprint jumping, so I don't know if this is actually time to sprint jump, but this other team, I believe the other team sees them by now, but they just need to rush in here and get whatever kills they can. Single out people and hit them all at the same time. So yes, now they are both aware, and here we go. This is going to be a pretty interesting team fight, and they are splitting up. They're sending one player off way to the left, but this team is, I mean, that ground right there is going crazy because of the shadow mod. You can see it.
I saw the glass, isn't it?
Yeah, the glass is like freaking out with the sun. And they're running away, but that one guy in the back is going to get singled out if he's not careful. And this is why you need a bow and arrow. Oh, he stops moving. Hockey fan's not moving. He must be lagging or something. Getting 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, trading evenly with Brookie. And Brookie now has to get out of there, but Hockey is easily singled out from his team. And it is now a 3-on-2 fight, and Hockey is way in the back. He's going to have to catch up. So this team is stopping here. Are they going to go after it? No, they stopped. What are they planning on doing? Hockey is just sitting way back there. In the distance. He may be able to get out of it by going some other direction, but I think this team is now split back up. I think they split back up into their original teams, and they're going to be pretty much set. Or they split up on 2v1 and a 1v2. Is that what they've done? I can't remember the actual team compositions that both these people had.
The 3 that are now on the going across the bridge. There's 2. The 2 at the back are on the one.
Okay, that's what I thought. So Hockey is now running for his life, and I guess the other person was having a 2v1. And I don't really see where they went. But Hockey, you need to run faster. Why aren't you sprint jumping? Maybe he doesn't have the hunger for it. But but Nick is going to catch up to him very soon. And there he is. He made a mistake right there by not making that jump, and he was able to get hit twice. But he is going to continue to go. Some skill jumps are actually needed for this fight. But I think Hockey is trying to reconnect with his group. I just don't see him anywhere near her.
Yeah, I think they all went straight across this, so they are completely divided now.
Yeah, so the teams have split up, and Nick is just running as fast as he can, just swinging his sword, but he is a little too far away, and Hockey is making that through that double wide door pretty fast. But it looks like they've just turned around now. They've given up. What is that all about?
I don't know, maybe he was getting low on hunger, realised he didn't have actually that much food. So or maybe he just wanted to get back with the team.
So here we are. The team of 3 is still here, but Hockey is still separated completely from his team. So, I mean, they've done a pretty good job, and they're all exchanging bowls of soup right now. So it's not that they don't have food. It's just that it was smarter for them to get back to the team and not continue on that pursuit. So let's see what Hockey is going to do in the future.
He's got to find a way of getting back to his team.
Yeah, he seems to be running off in the distance. And this team sees it as well. Are they going to try to catch up to him and cut him off? I think they are. They do see this water source here. Have people really been paying attention to water, or is thirst kind of messed up because the plugin started weird?
I think all the basic plugins are still working.
Alright, cool. So they seem to all be refilling in thirst, and now they are... I don't know if they're going to go after Hockey, but Hockey may be reuniting with his team over here. Or is he not? Is that a combatant he is going to be fighting with? Yes, he is fighting, yeah. He's over here fighting. What is it, Shadow? Yeah, Shadow is now fighting with Hockey. And Shadow says, "Nuh-uh, this is not my place I want to fight," and he gets out of there as fast as he can. But Hockey is going to pursue... Oh, is he?
Even though Shadow has an iron sword and iron boots.
Yeah, Hockey is going to pursue him on a bridge. We're going to see a bridge fight right here. Maybe he's pretty low, because Shadow seems to be actually running away. And this is not really a situation where he needs to run away. Uh-oh! Hockey actually getting killed! Gonna fall off the map right there. Brookie and Spike came in from behind. He wasn't paying attention, and he just got annihilated. So you actually saw it right there, because... Where's the other player? I don't really see him now. There he is. We see Shadow saw the players coming in the background, and he immediately turned around in a fight that he could have easily won against Hockey. But, you know, Shadow said he's not going to be able to fight all those, so he turned around the other way. And obviously Hockey knew something was wrong, and the second he turned around, he was hit off the edge of the map. Brookie taking a little bit of fall damage there, but now he's in water, and it's not going to be able to really catch up as fast as he can to Shadow. But Spike is hot on the trail, and is Shadow going to be able to escape?
I don't think so. I think he does have the armor advantage, but there are
2v1,
two of them, so.
yeah. The 2v1 is really going to kick in here and really be hard for him. And they're still pretty close, so we see Brookie catching up to him. Is Brookie going to be able to do a quick hit to him or no? Because that's really going to stop him from sprinting and be a huge deal. There he is, that one hit, 2 hits, 3 hits, 4 hits. Is it going to be a flawless? Flawless right there. They didn't take a single hit from him, and they were able to get 5 hits. So fantastic job by Brookie and Spike taking out Shadow. A good, I don't know if it was luck or is good swordsmanship, but they got pretty lucky. And we are now down to what is this? 11 people. We're now down to 11 people. And I don't really see... Where's the big teams? Are they still here?
Well, we had those 2 teams of 3 that just obviously split up and went their way. The team of the Cornucopia was the one with the Darth, so I'll have a look.
Yeah. So I wonder if they split up, because right here we see Ketchup and Jesus, part of that team before, now on their own. And we see, wow, who was that? I can't really see who they were, but they broke part of the bridge. And you can still get lucky and jump on this railing, but it's really dangerous to do. And I think I saw a little bit ago that in 3 minutes there's going to be some items placed in the Cornucopia. And right here, I think this is going to be one of the most important Cornucopia drops. Because it's so difficult to get ore in this game, like iron, that you really are not going to be able to do it. So whatever items you can get from the Cornucopia are going to be so useful. Especially if it's like iron chest or something like that. Because you really can't get those at all. I mean, there's way too much iron. So...
Yeah, I mean, we've seen a couple of people with some iron items, obviously, from mining, but they were going to put it into sword first, and then they'll have... Because you've got to have, like, what is it, 8 pieces for a chest piece. So.
Yeah, it's 24 in total for full iron. And that's, honestly, I think it's a waste of iron, if you ask me. But let's see...
What would you rather use it on?
Well, first off, swords. And I would get the chest piece, because I think the chest piece is the most.
Yeah.
I think it's the most armor. And besides that, I don't really think you're going to get much more in this map than 10 pieces of iron. If you can get more, you're lucky. But I wouldn't back that up that you're going to get more than 10 pieces. Because you're only going to find a vein in maybe 4 or 5. And then you have to find 2 of those veins. Which, in this case, is going to be dangerous to do.
Yeah, it's also very dangerous because you can just fall off. And I've seen a lot of caves in these biomes. So if you're unlucky, you just fall out of the world.
Yeah, we've seen that too. I mean, if we look through here, there's lots of bits of... Like, most of these islands are almost hollow. And they have these caves. So, if you're not careful, you're digging down, all of a sudden you're falling through the void. And you just lost your entire chance to win the Hungercraft games. So, we have a few minutes left let's go look at the Cornucopia to see what team is there. They built barricades now by all the... They're pretty cool barricades, too. They're like stairs by all these platforms. And what is this? We see a Spike over there with his team. And the team on the Cornucopia is still doing pretty well. But is it only 2 of them? I think it is. Chocolate Juice taking both Jesus and Ketchup out. You know, that was a team right there. That's a 2v1, but Chocolate somehow took them both out. So that's pretty impressive there by Chocolate. I wish I could have seen it. It probably took them by surprise, if anything, or they were low on food. But this team is going to get the Cornucopia drop if no other team is going to contest it. And we are now down to 9 people from that 11 before. It's a pretty good length game. We've had maybe 40 minutes, yeah, maybe 30 minutes of gameplay so far, which I think is a pretty good time. But, oh wow, you know, Mep actually has an iron chest. Have you seen that?
Yeah, they also have bow and arrow.
Oh, they do. And they control the Cornucopia. Wow. Wow.
Exactly.
It's pretty impressive. So they're reinforcing those barricades right there. And they're continuing to get ready for this Cornucopia drop. It has not dropped yet, but it will be soon. Oh, gosh. It looks like the entire Cornucopia was just triggered some TNT. I'm not really sure what that was all about. But I definitely just saw TNT get triggered there.
Yeah, there's a huge hole in it.
Yeah. They put up a sign that was a sad face saying they want feast. But I'm not sure what's going to come. The items have been placed. It must have been the TNT. I wonder if that was actually it. Because it said, if we scroll back up, right? It said, in 3 minutes, very special items will be placed in the Cornucopia. They never said, you know, the actual island, the actual items would be there. And they also are replacing all the water with, I think, lava. Is that lava?
Yeah.
Yep.
I think they're actually screwing over the people at the Cornucopia right now. I don't think the lava's flowing, but it's definitely, you know, sort of doing its job of being intimidating and still being lava. You can take damage. Uh-oh, there it goes. Starting the flow. And this entire Cornucopia is now going to be trashed if they're not careful. But I don't think any items are actually placed in the chests. It's just that they've sabotaged the entire Cornucopia now. The admins have. So, interesting play on them. This is the first time I've actually seen them sabotage the entire Cornucopia. Almost, they actually didn't even get a kill with it, which is pretty surprising. They had the TNT drop there. Oh, I see the cake now. Do you notice the cake?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All around the outside, which is a pretty good use of food. So they're going to be, you know, consuming this a lot. So I wouldn't say the Cornucopia is a full loss, but, you know, the cake is pretty good. We see them destroying all the cake now as well. Does it drop, or does it just completely destroy it? Because, I mean, they're just kind of sabotaging all the cake, and I wouldn't do that. I mean, cake is delicious. Why would you not just eat it? So I guess they're not going to sabotage it all. And here they are. They found a team of 3 people, and they're shooting them with arrows. I don't think they've gotten a single shot yet. But they fended off that team very quickly, seeing that, you know, that they were going against bow and arrow. And the Cornucopia didn't really have too much good stuff at it, seeing that it's now covered in lava. I don't really think you're going to be able to get to it anymore.
Well, they seem to get iron chest and some gold stuff as well. So.
Was that from the Cornucopia?
I assume that was the Cornucopia.
Yeah. So maybe they had like a limited amount of time to actually do it. Uh-oh, that creeper is going to come in there and explode. Spike, be careful, man. Oh, man, Spike almost got hit by that creeper. That could have been a pretty, you know, big deal for him. Is it not going to blow up? Wow. These are some of the most unexplosive creepers I've seen so far. Easily taken out by a brookie. Oh, creepers always kill me. And I swear to God, I'm like 30 blocks away and they just explode right in my face. Something's wrong in that picture. But back at the Cornucopia, we do see the team moving out. They have golden boots, or those golden pants. I think it's golden pants and golden boots. Yeah, that's golden pants and boots. Pretty, you know, pretty swag right there. But there's going to be much more armor than anyone else is going to have right now on this map. Is that iron chest?
So that's a lot of lava being placed at the Cornucopia there.
Yeah, that was... I think it's completely sabotaged now. The Cornucopia is no longer a viable place. You know what I love? I would love the admins to be like, there would be a drop of like all diamonds in the Cornucopia in, you know, like 30 seconds. Because it's going to be so difficult that I'll get back into that Cornucopia. Or at least drop some good armor. Maybe like a full set of iron armor in each chest or something. Something crazy that you wouldn't normally find. But these 2 players now, like in nice armor, are trying to take on all these skeletons. And 4 skeletons is a lot to take on. And CSR is getting hit quite often, but he's now running away. I wonder how low he is. He must be pretty low. But Meth is now going to come from behind and try to take him out. But man, I hate these skeletons. They always aimbot, because they were definitely even looking the wrong direction. They still end up hitting the players. Don't you hate that? Those hacking skeletons?
Yeah.
Sometimes it just gets so annoying.
It's true.
So let's see where else we have players in this map. We're still down to 9, which seems like it's going to be quite a long game going on still. But I don't see any of them really close to each other. And the design of the map kind of plays around that. Since the map is so large, it's so hard for them to actually, even if they wanted to be together, or close together. There's no reason. They're always that, about 30 or 40 blocks minimum away, even if they're on the islands next to each other. So where is the other team? Let's just go find out. Let's go to Chocolate and see what he was doing not so long ago. He's still a lone player, so Chocolate's doing pretty well. He only has a leather helmet, and I think it's an iron sword I see. Yeah, it's an iron sword. Who are you guys winning? Or who are you guys betting on winning?
Let's have a look around. Hatched is nicely fishing for this
what
team
was
of
that?
3 of Adal.
What was that? Did anyone just see that?
What was that? Well,
Chocolate just got... I don't know what that was. But Chocolate just got, like, the entire bridge just broke around him. Like, in 2 large swoops, it broke. So I'm... Oh, wait. I'm not really sure what was going on there. But I assumed one of these islands are going to get deleted soon. And it's just preparation for it. But that's just weird. Interesting gameplay. Uh-oh. I think some heavy server action is going on right now. Probably another island being deleted. Let's go check out Mr. Taco. So they're all up here in a tree right now. I guess the team of 6 has gone down to 3 now. I don't really see anyone else around them though. Do you guys spot anyone in the distance? Not a lot going on. It's pretty one of those. We don't see many of these games, but this is one of those games. Wow, that's a lot of lag.
the other team of 3 is on a desert biome one.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what that lag was about right there. But that was probably one of the biggest spikes I've seen so far. So I guess we saw 2 teams of 6. I guess they were smaller teams, like maybe 4 teams of 3 that teamed up slightly, and then they split up in the end.
Yeah, I think so.
So now we're down to, what is it, 8 players? 3 of them being on this team. Let's go figure out who is on the other team. Let's go check out Brookie, because he was doing pretty well not so long ago. So here they are, another team of 3. So now we see 2 teams of yeah, there's 2 teams of 3 and a team of 2. That was it. I can't even talk. I'm so tongue-tied right now. So they're all teams left, and that's usually what happens at the very end. But whoa! Right here, we see one player pulling all of these creatures. You gotta be really careful at that point. But they're just trying to get around all these creatures, and they're trying to go to the Cornucopia. I'm not sure why, because it's a complete disaster right now. I mean, all the lava there, but they're not really gonna be able to do much, anyways. They still have all that, all the mushrooms. But besides that, are they really gonna be able to do a lot? Besides just eat? And maybe that's all they have to do to survive. So I think they see the team in the team that was at the Cornucopia in the background. But I don't know. This 2 versus 3 might be pretty close. I mean, they're about equivalent in armor, seeing that it's 3 swords going against 2 swords. But those 2 swords are pretty much better armored. But I think they're building a bridge. Is this advisable right now? I don't know. Spike is kind of being... He's being weird. You know what they might be doing? They might be trying to guarantee their victory. Seeing that they have so much food, all they really have to do is out-survive everyone else. So this team of 2 is coming to the Cornucopia, but they're not really doing much. They're gonna have to get to the middle, which is gonna put them in a weird scenario. But they're also going to have to, I guess, attempt to shoot them. They can make a run for it right here, and it might be lucky. But they do have a bow and arrow, and that could. Uh-oh, they running away now?
Spike just got caught on fire there. He just accidentally trod in the lava.
Oh, that arrow just missed. Oh, no, it didn't.
Ooh,
There are actually
okay.
hits. Spike is placing blocks extremely fast. I've never actually seen people place blocks that fast, but it's not going to do much. You can just jump right over it. So Spike is staying back, still building these barriers. And are they going to continue building them, or what are they going to do? CSR isn't really doing much, just sitting here. What is he doing? What is this team doing? I'm not really too sure. I guess they're having a stalemate right here. Hold on 1 second. So it seems to be a stalemate, but one team has bow and arrows and one team does not. Which, I mean, you gotta be careful at that moment because you need to get close to hit them. And they're gonna not really. It's hard to hit with bow and arrow, especially when there's so little of room to hit, like around these barriers they're making. So I guess they're just gonna say forget it, it's not worth it. But wow, right there we just saw Mep try to take on a creeper and almost lose that fight, getting hit off the actual platform. So let me do this. So let's keep going. Mep and CSR looking pretty confident in this battle. Both of them have iron chest plates, and they are kind of splitting iron boots and iron pants. So let me figure out what the other team is doing. Are they going to go back to the Cornucopia? Is it even a good idea? They're just breaking these sticks. Is there anything else they can do?
I mean, there might be another drop announced in a few minutes, but I don't know.
Is it going to fix a lot?
Lava. Sorry.
Is it going to fix a lot, that drop? I mean, if there is another drop, and there we go, see Taco King dying. Part of that three-man team, so now we see two teams of 2 and a team of 3. Is a Cornucopia drop really going to have a big effect in the game? I don't think so. Because you're going to have to go through all the lava and everything, you know, going over there. I just don't feel like it's going to pull people to the Cornucopia, and that's usually what the Cornucopia drops are supposed to do. So I feel like it's not going to be that advantageous for them to do it.
Perhaps not. I guess the only other thing they can do is to delete islands that aren't. If they announce that they're going to delete islands, everything apart from like the Cornucopia Island or something like that.
Yeah, maybe like the islands besides the
together.
Cornucopia and the 4 around it will be deleted. That's kind of interesting if that would happen. Or it'd be interesting if all the islands besides the Cornucopia one was going to be deleted. You know, so you kind of have to do that. Boy, this has been a fun game. Well, in 5 minutes will be all your favorite things at the Cornucopia. What does that mean? So here they go. They're jumping over. Spike is kind of far away from his team, and people, I don't know why they abandoned him. But Spike was just slain right there by Mep. And now it is all teams of 2. And I have to say, at this point, CRS and Mep are really looking like they're going to like it. So here we see the admins kind of hinting towards it might be diamonds. They said like maybe diamonds at the Cornucopia. But that doesn't mean there are going to be diamonds. I mean, last time they said there's going to be lots of stuff, but there's only TNT and I guess a few pieces of armor, but not as many as you really want. There's also lots of lava at the Cornucopia now because of that. So we see 6 people left, 3 teams of 2. What team is going to win this? I'm not sure. I'm going to have to say Mep. What do you guys have your money on?
I want to bet on a Darth team.
Oh, really? Why so? I
He's
haven't.
got a cape.
I haven't. Oh, he does. I haven't really gone over there and looked at it yet. I think I thought I had capes. Yeah, I have capes turned off because I don't really care. But they do have unlimited supply of food right now with that you know, with the fishing pole, and all of those squids down there are just having a party apparently without us. That's not cool. But they don't have any armor. You think they're gonna be able to take out that team of 2 at the Cornucopia? I mean, they have all the armor right now. I've seen on the map.
Depends on how they wish to play it, I think. They could get off a couple of surprise hits and then take out someone, but I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, if you can get off like 3 or 4 hits with an iron sword, even on a person with full armor, and they don't get any off on you, you can still kill them.
Yeah, but how are you going to do that? Like, I don't think there's any ender pearls that are here. We usually see ender pearls, but that's usually from Cornucopia drops. I don't really see how they're going to be able to do that very well.
I mean, a lot of people are complaining about the lag here, so that, and I've always used, because I'm a British player and I often play on American servers, I use the lag to your advantage, so
yeah,
you can actually
I don't
get up
think the
close
lag
to
is
them.
that big of an issue, to be honest.
A lot of people have been complaining about it. Maybe that's either because their butt hurt or because
maybe because they lost so far. But I mean, honestly, I've been watching this here, and there's only one time I've seen lag be pretty bad, and it wasn't that bad. I don't think anyone died from it. So, lag is kind of inevitable in games, and it could be seen as part of the games, but you just kind of have to get used to it. So he's trying to get a lucky shot off. I think he's trying to make him waste his arrows. Brookie is trying to make CSR waste his arrows, but I haven't really seen him shoot them so far. So maybe it's not really working how he wants him to.
Well,
So
I think they're pretty smart because they keep picking up their arrows that miss. So they have pretty long supply.
So Brookie right now with that sword just kind of sitting here. Oh, Brookie getting hit 2 times and just getting missed by an arrow. And now they're going to be getting chased out of here as they're going to be breaking through this barrier and running after them. So here they go. CRS is now running through, and I just heard another arrow shot. Who was that from? Oh, that must have been from CSR. Both team members splitting up. Was that a smart idea? Because now they just put, you know, one team member at stake and the other one is going to have to survive. And he's not going to be able to survive very well if it's just 1v2 again. So Mep going for a nice arrow shot, but he's missing it going into the desert biome. And now they're going to let him get away. And what are they going to do? Are they going to go back to the Cornucopia, or are they just going to kind of sit here? So it was weird. Both of them, you know, were able to, you know, get away, but now they're split up, and it's, I guess, a 2v2 v1v1. If you gotta ask me, because, you know, one player's way over there and the other player is in the desert biome, and I don't see them teaming up anytime soon. They're kind of split apart by this team of 2 in the middle, and there's really not much they can do that way. Doing a little bit of planting. Do they have that bone meal? Yes, they do. They must be getting kind of hungry.
Yeah, I think they're having some hunger issues because they started eating rotten flesh.
Oh, yeah, and I wonder, you know, you got to think about in this map, there's not really much to eat besides the forest or the mushroom biomes. So the people that got the mushroom biomes are pretty much set at this point, but they have to be careful because it can really go to waste if you don't do it right. So maybe that's why these 2 players stopped running. So I'm not too sure. I would definitely not chase after anyone if I didn't have to. But if you're so, like, I don't know. At this point, I think MEP and CRS knows they're kind of winning. So they're trying to go the safe route and get as many, as long running team as they can get. Meaning get a lot of food. And I guess kind of secure the Cornucopia because I thought there was going to be a lot of stuff in the Cornucopia soon. There it is. Something diamond has just been placed on top of the Cornucopia. I wonder who's going to get their hands on it. So what is it? I can't actually see it, and I can't get into it. That's fine. But this team of 2 is now going towards the Cornucopia, but they're going to have to get past all this lava. And I hope they have a lot of blocks to place, because that's going to be absolutely necessary for them to do that.
I hope it's a diamond hoe.
A diamond hoe. That would be amazing. I would love it. I would absolutely love it. And whoever gets up there, I kind of want to use the spectate thing. Let's see if it actually still works. Let's see. CSR. Does it work? Yes, we can actually use the spectate plugin. It's a little laggy on my end, I know that, but let's see if CSR is actually going to be the first one to get up there. I think he is. And it's a little laggy. That's not my computer. That's actually the plugin. But he's trying to get up there and see what's on top of the Cornucopia. But yeah, this plugin actually just tracking where they are and putting me in their eyes. So let's see what's actually in that box. He is going to be the first one up there, so I'm glad I chose him. Gonna have to be careful with all this lava around here, because he could be set on fire at any second if he's just not paying attention. So here he goes, going up to this Cornucopia, and what is it? Oh wow, actually an iron sword, or I'm sorry, an iron sword, a diamond sword, bucket of lava, and some food. So he got that glowing apple, or the golden apple as well. So he can do quite a bit of stuff now. That diamond sword basically just made CSR the winner. So Nick taking out Hatch. Wait. Wasn't Nick on Hatch's team? No. I'm wrong. Hatch was on a DOS team, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Nick took out both of them.
So he must have just taken them out here. So we are now down to 4 players, and the team in the middle I think is dominating at this point. We see CSR almost the guaranteed victor at this point with that diamond sword, golden pants, and iron armor. He doesn't have any type of helmet, but I'm pretty sure he can get it soon if he wanted it. But pretty much them are going to be the final 2 surviving people on this map. They even have a lava bucket as a weapon, which you can't really afford to use that, but you know, now you can. So we see CSR kind of throwing away all this useless stuff in his bag. But, you know, one thing what if he accidentally throws out his sword? Can you imagine? Just throws it off the map, the diamond sword. I don't need this. No one needs it. Just chuck it out the map. Oh man, I'd be so devastated. So, what are they gonna do?
That would be rather amusing though.
CSR not showing his true colors yet with that diamond sword. Still gonna be hiding it, but let's see what Nick is doing, and let's go see what Brookie is doing as well. So is it now a team of 2 versus a team of 2?
I'm not sure if Nick is with anyone.
I guess Brookie and Nick have kind of split apart. I don't know where they are, but Brookie is sort of near the Cornucopia, but not really in any point close to it. Is he going to try to jump across? Uh-oh. See, that's a big lag spike right there. That's one of the big ones I've seen, but no one died from it, so it wasn't really too big of a deal. So here, Brookie is kind of just destroying this platform right here. What is he trying to do? Because no one else is really around him. What's the point?
I don't know, really.
So I guess he's just putting himself in the middle of this platform. I mean, he can get taken out by an arrow pretty easily. Is anyone in the middle know where he's at? They don't seem to know. But Brook needs to be careful about his actual strategy right now, because it could end up getting him killed. Even if a skeleton wouldn't hit him. Let's go check out Nick and see what he's doing. So we see Nick here cooking some food. What is he actually? I can't actually see what he's cooking, but he's near a source
Probably
of water.
some fish.
And Brook, I don't know if Brook thought about that, because he's like kind of isolated on that bridge now, but he doesn't have water. And as long as the thirst plugin is still working, water is necessary to survive. You're gonna need it. So I'm not sure what his exact plans are for that, but let's go. Nick is disappearing from my screen. There he is again. He's got iron boots and an iron sword compared to, the diamond sword, the iron chest, and the gold pants of the middle team. So I'm not really sure if he's going to be able to do much. Let me just see where the Cornucopia is. Wow. Actually, Nick is quite far away from the Cornucopia. So, it's all up to CSR and MEP to go take out Brookie. Which, do they see him? He's kind of far away, so it's going to be hard to spot. But are they even going to be able to spot him? I think he's over there. Yes, he is. And they can spot him now. I wonder if they're going to. MEP, do you see him? You're going to have Optifine to really see him. Which, I mean, it is a loud plugin. But MEP doesn't really... I don't think MEP sees him very well. But Brookie is just standing out there, making a little platform in the middle. I think he's forgetting about Thirst. Maybe he does see him. He's not really looking directly at him, no. But here we go. Oh, maybe they do see him. CSR is going to be running over there towards Brook. Brook kind of has to have a getaway plan now, because he's not paying attention. And this could be a pretty easy win, if you ask me. I think he's trying to dig away these blocks. Are they going to get him in time? Uh-oh, they're coming. Does Brookie see him? Is Brookie paying attention? Brookie has his head down. He doesn't really see him. If he looks up, does he see him? Uh-oh, I think he finally sees him. Is he going to try to jump or something? What is he doing? He can't. Oh, he sees the other name right there. He's trying to hit him, but I'm actually falling. I'm trying to see right here. So Brookie actually, I think, freaked out. He hit Q because he actually ended up dropping a sword, and now CSR is just going to be.
An arrow,
is he lighting him on fire? Yeah, he is. And Brookie is just jumping. He can't really do much, just jumping off the platform. Yeah. I don't think that was the best strategy by Brookie. If you ask me.
He got set on fire with the lava.
The lava, that was it.
He just didn't know what to do, I think, and he tried to jump across to get a few last hits off before he died, but it just...
He couldn't really do much. So, GG Brookie, congratulations on being number 4 in this match, but now we are down to 3 people. 3 players left, that's all we have left. So, it's going to be quite the battle. Coming up here, but the battle is really going to be between MEP and CSR, I think, because I mean, if we look at Nick, let's go teleport over to Nick and see what he is doing.
So many mobs attacking him right now.
Yeah, Nick is going to have to get towards the Cornucopia if anything, but I mean, at this point, I would stay far away from the Cornucopia. There's nothing you really gain from it. I think he wanted to go towards that platform, but it was kind of completely destroyed.
Yeah, I just had a look around on his island, and there's only one bridge that's not destroyed. So.
Was that Nick's doing, or was that someone else's doing?
Yeah, Nick.
That was Nick's doing, so I guess he planned to stay on this island as long as he can. I mean, it's a good choice, too. I mean, you can prolong the game by maybe making the two.
There's a
Creeper right behind him, doing some damage to him, but not doing that death, which he definitely did not want. But that damage he does not need to take. It's going to require you to eat more to get that health back. So here he's going to go fighting another creeper. This could be bad if it blows up. Could completely eliminate his bridge unless he can rebuild it in time. But it looks like he is going to be sprint hitting it to destroy it, and is going to be able to destroy it as fast as he can. So now he's in this little bit of a plane, and he is going towards some side of the map, but he's still trying to avoid everyone else. But this bridge is also taken down right there. And a little bit of lag. Maybe that was an island taken off. Nick, I think, is still lagging, though.
Yeah, getting hit by
yeah, there he is.
skeleton there as well.
So Nick didn't die from the lag, but he is being kind of, precarious right there. But he is going to be. I mean, that was a scary jump. All you had was a fence post to jump on. That was it. So building up to this, now what we see is going towards the Cornucopia, but he's now in this winter biome. What do we see? Where do we see Mep? Did he say, hey, people, maybe he's at a half heart? That's pretty smart for him to get out of there if he was only at a half heart. So now, CSR and Mep, the only thing that can really prevent them from winning this game would be maybe like 10 creepers to explode at the same time on top of them. I mean, it can happen, of course. Anything can happen in Minecraft. But it's just, it's a matter of time.
If Nick can just push them off their islands or into the lava, he can still win.
Yeah, who has that bucket of lava? Because even with all this armor, a bucket of lava can still win the game compared to a diamond sword, if you get lucky with it, of course.
Mep has the bucket of lava, I do believe.
And CSR has that diamond sword. That's going to make some interesting play. But I don't think Nick is anywhere near the side of the cornucopia they are on. I don't even see Nick. Where is Nick? Let's go back over to Nick. Yeah, he's on a winter. He's pretty far away from the actual cornucopia. But
he's 2 islands away.
Yeah, he seems to be on a snow map. But what is he doing? I mean, there is a source of water over here. Have we even seen Mep go for water recently?
I'm not sure.
I haven't really seen him go for water at all. So, I don't know. It seems like Nick is kind of like outlived them, which at this point he is doing quite well. Do you see Mep and CSR? What are they doing about? What are they doing about food? They had that cake left over, but they kind of destroyed most of it when they got angry at the cornucopia. Which I think the I don't know, the admins also got a little bit angry as well. So I don't know really what they're doing about food, but they are going to be running out somewhat soon. Are they still deleting islands? Is that the lag we see?
I don't think they're deleting islands. I think because that caused a lot of lag when they deleted one.
Oh, maybe they
I think they're just blowing up the bridges instead.
Maybe they decided against it. Good idea. Yeah. And we saw that kill Chocolate as well when they decided to destroy the bridges.
Yeah.
Let's see over here. What is Nick going to be able to do in this map? He's now in one of those, the pine forest areas, and he is trying to make it to other islands, but I'm not really sure what his plan of action is. He's not getting more armor. All he's doing is getting more food. And I think that's his only choice right now, is to get more food. I mean, think about it. Your opponents have higher armor than you, higher weapons, but what do they have? They have to feed 2 mouths with whatever they find. And there we see Nick. So let's go back over, and we now are left with Mep and CSR. So let's go see what they are going to be doing. They're now, I guess they weren't attacking each other, but Mep is being hit quite a bit by this zombie. So now it's Mep and CSR. How are they going to do this? How are they going to do it? Are they going to have a duel? They're eating some cake. They're getting full health. I'm waiting for them to decide some way to actually figure out who is going to be the winner of this map. But both of them can't win, and only one winner can, or I guess, of course, if both of them can't win, only one can. So there, CSR is going to do it. He's placed in the bucket of lava, and Mep is going to be taken out, and CSR is going to be the winner. Wait, was that Mep or CSR that placed the bucket of lava? I thought Mep had it.
CSR.
It was CSR.
They both had a bucket of lava.
So there we do. We see CSR, or I guess CS Razzle 1, or Raz. I don't even know how to say his name, but congratulations to CSR Raz, or CS Raz 1. But
Enjoy
now,
your Ender Dragon.
Yes, but now you have to fight like 5 Ender Dragons, and good luck to you, sir. But the Ender Dragons aren't actually able to hit him at this point. He's trying to run. I don't know if the islands are, causing a lot of hurt for him, but the Ender Dragons are just destroying everything around here. I mean, they're trying to get to him, but they just really can't. So there they are. Uh-oh. CSR is trying to escape, but the bridge is destroyed on this side. And cakes are being placed everywhere. Oh my god! He just... Wow! He actually survived that hit!
Yeah.
If you guys have ever fought the Ender Dragon, and I finally have, when they hit you, you fly back like really far away. So CSR is just trying to run as fast as he can. Cakes are getting set down all around him. But this is what he calls his victory lap as the Ender Dragons try to chase him down around the arena. So congratulations. He did some pretty good combat there too. He's rocking his swag, golden pants. You know, we see those, what do they call, flash enchanting being everywhere. But he is now on a bridge, and this is the most deadly point for him. I think the admins are literally just trying to lag out his game. So we see the Ender Dragon taking out part of that bridge. But really, as long as he keeps going downhill, the Ender Dragons aren't really able to do much. But, oh! Almost hit off the edge right there. TNT is lit, but it's not going to be able to do much. They need to like TNT at the opposite end of this, to be honest. Uh-oh, that's not really going to be able to do anything right there. Still get... Uh-oh, I see lots of lag, but nothing is really being done right now. CSR, I think, is the longest surviving opponent we've ever had in the end of these games, because he has 5 Ender Dragons on him, and plenty of admins trying to kill him with TNT and cake and just about anything they can throw at him. I love this ceremony we have. Every single time, this is the 11th time we've done it. We'd like to see who can survive the longest, and I think CSR is now taking the title for this one. Is he going to stop and fight? I don't know. He's going to keep going. Eventually, there's going to be no islands left for him to run to. Uh-oh. This is going to be difficult for him. No, he says no, it's not worth it. I think he was about to try to run all the way across those, he's going to have to do it. Because one bridge is broken, and there's the one he has to jump up, and you actually can't do it, I don't think. So he's going to have to go to that end and try to make it through that bridge of something. Just the fence post. Is he going to end it right here and jump off the edge? No. He is not done. The Ender Dragon still cannot get to him. This is so funny to watch. There's only one way left for him to go since both bridges are now destroyed. Plenty of creepers. Is he going underground? I think so. I think this is the end for C-Raz, and there it is. Getting killed by a zombie. C-Raz, or CS Raz 1 is the winner of the 11th weekly Hungercraft games. Congratulations. He played very well. Took control of the Cornucopia. Was actually there for that drop. And we've seen another player there doing it. So I do have to apologize. There was a bit of lag. And I guess that was our server's fault since there was an update to plugin, I think, today. Or to Craft Bucket. So we had to update our plugin so fast. But congratulations. I think this is one of the best games. And I do agree with the admins right there. By far one of the best games we had. It was a great length. We had great combat. It lasted a long time. The teams were formed. And I think the Cornucopia was one of my favorites as well that we've seen. And it's now covered in lava. First time I've actually seen the admins sabotage the Cornucopia. Pretty interesting stuff.
Yeah, they do like the Cornucopia is like the symbol of the games itself. So destroying it, yeah, that's an insult to themselves, really. But
yes. So I think it was very fun. But let's go recap, because I don't want to end the stream just yet. Let's go recap at our favorite moments. I'll start with you, Zip, since you are our guest today.
My favorite moment, I think it probably was when CSR betrayed MEP and just put down the lava bucket on him and secured his win.
Yeah. Alright, Penguin, what's your favorite moment of this one?
My favourite moment, forgive me, I can't remember the names that were involved at the time, but there were 2 teams of 3 when they were both facing off and about to start fighting each other, and it was just like they both just went for it, and it was quite interesting to watch the mechanics of that fight after that. What about you? What was your favourite part? I
would have to say it wasn't actually players, it was actually the admins. This is the first time we've actually seen the admins sabotage their own map. And I loved it. It was finally, like, finally they decided that they can deceive the players and say, like, even though you think we said there's going to be a drop at the Cornucopia, it's actually going to be a sabotage. And I saw it explode with TNT. I just really wish that would have taken out some of the players. And actually, if that TNT would have gone off correctly, MEP and CSR would not have been the last 2 players. So I think it was a good job on their end. I like that kind of aspect. It was a cool moment that was like, whoa, like they're actually going to sabotage it all and, you know, kind of flip the tables.